President Trump says the fraud in Minnesota was just the beginning. And now the administration is moving to hold more states accountable. A new White House task force will reportedly work to crack down on fraud across the country, starting in California. Vice President JD Vance will lead the team to investigate welfare schemes that have gone on for years, and President Trump plans to sign an executive order in the coming days. Jonathan, I know you're anti-fraud, but are you excited about the task force approach to fighting this?
Well, anytime you have big government spending, you always have big government fraud. It's like it goes hand in hand. It's estimated somewhere on the order of 15% right now of Medicare and Medicaid government spending is fraudulent. The government expenditure during the pandemic was 30% or more. So, my big headline is let's not get rid of fraud. Let's not have a task force to address fraud. Let's get rid of the idea that government is a charity and needs to be constantly redistributing everybody's money.
Lydia, this stuff always gets tied up in court.
Oh.
The lawyers always get in the way of fighting fraud.
They get in the way, or they actually fight the fraud?
Well, that's what I want to know. So how is this? How do you look at this from a legal perspective? Because everybody who's accused of fraud always says, well, you can't cut off the money because Congress, right, they appropriated that money. We're due that money. So as you kind of look at the fight against fraud from a legal perspective, what are the odds it can work?
I think it can work. I mean, I think that's what we're seeing in Minnesota. We're seeing this down in Florida. There's a Democrat, we were just talking about it on Bottom Line. I was with you the other night. A Democrat just pled guilty to, or is it, pled not guilty, rather.
Sheila Cherfilius, something or other, with the ring.
Right, who's going after her?
Big ring.
The 3-carat canary diamond. It's lawyers. I think the legal process will play out and hopefully, uncover some more. I think the task force issue is brilliant and actually needed. I was looking into some of the origins of this, and, last year, when Brooke Rollins took the helm of Department of Agriculture, she put out a request to all states. I'm interested in learning about fraud. Tell me about your SNAP benefits and fraud. And you know who responded to that voluntary request? Mostly the red states. It was because the blue states evidently didn't want to participate in a voluntary disclosure of issues they were having at the state level with SNAP, because SNAP is a federal program, but it's administered at the state level. So when you have kind of resistance to voluntary participation to root out fraud, it makes it necessary to kind of we've got to get out the stick. We're going to have to put JD Vance in front of a task force. Let Andrew Ferguson from the FTC help him, and we're going to get to the root of it.
It is interesting, Taylor. You've got Vice President Vance leading the task force, going into California, right up against Gavin Newsom, very much a 2028 foreshadowing.
Let's do it.
Whose odds do you like in this little battle they're going to have going?
In this era where Americans feel like unaffordability is the issue, one of the key ways to solve unaffordability is pull back government spending. I'm totally with you, Jonathan, because big government spending is what bloats the pocketbooks of these things. I always make a joke when, let's say, my alma mater calls me and asks to donate. I say, I'm sorry, I can't. You've already taken half of my taxes. I have no more money to give. If you lower my taxes in local and state and federal government, I will have more money in my pocket, and I would love to donate to you. But I can't because I am maxed out. I believe that people are much better stewards of our money than the government. And if the government slowed down all of these programs, I know for a fact all of us in the community would step up to help. We would donate to our church. There are local communities that know how to help the homeless population in the downtown street, much more than a big government program 3,000 miles away knows how to help those people. So if you get it back down to the local community, there's better impact. There's better, I'm sure, accountability. With every funding on a local level, most people within charities want to know what's the outcome. Before I give more money, what do the results say? And think how much better money would go if we were able to do that.
So I agree with this, Jackie. I would love a world where California only spends California's money.
Right.
And Minnesota only spends Minnesota. Now, I know I'm dreaming here, okay? But so I'm going to push back on what Lydia said a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of task forces. when I hear the word task force, what I usually think is nothing is going to happen. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the case with JD Vance, but it doesn't have a good connotation in my mind. We've lost the Doge spirit, in my view, Jackie. Okay, so go there.
So I hear you on the word choice of task force, and maybe there was a better word, but words can sometimes be, semantics, right? I think what is trying to be done here is really important. I think Vance leading it up is very important. It's funny because I was having a conversation with somebody and they said, who do you think for 2028? And I said, I don't know, but I can tell you that the Republicans have a much better bench than they used to. And I said, Vance looks really good. And the person said, I don't know. I don't know if I've seen enough. These may be opportunities for him to show those people who say, he looks good, but I want to know more, to what his capabilities are. For me, I've seen him as, he means what he says what he means, and he's tough. But let's see him enforce it. Let's see this be a task force with results that nobody has ever seen before.
Yeah.
And I know that is hard to do in this country. And I know Doge had very, very lofty goals and wanted to achieve milestones that were larger than what it did. But I don't discount what it did. And I think Elon Musk did a very good job. And I think Vance will do a good job. So let's let this play out, and we'll judge it as the story plays out and we go along. But he's got an opportunity here to own this, the same way Kamala had an opportunity with the border, except that she squandered it.
Well, she's got a new website or something now that's really slick, so maybe that'll fix it all.